What a mediocre ending to a very mediocre show. I have more than enough criticisms of Liar Liar, and in this video we will be discussing just those. Many of those. Welcome back to the VikingGnomeAnime, the anime channel with only the most based takes on internet. Today we are reviewing episode 12 of Liar Liar, the last episode of season 1 of Liar Liar. And yup. As I said just earlier now, the episode was very mediocre, and it definitely ended off a season that felt very mediocre. For every episode that went past the first two, I just kept getting more and more disenfranchised with the show, and just feeling like, what is even the point of all this? Like, why are you even doing all this? Like, it all feels so pointless, so bland, and so just boring a lot of the time. To start off with here, for some reason, this middle school girl that's Miss 100 Faces, she just got into the game because she modified an account and installed a program, and just by doing that, she made a fake profile, the first fake profile ever in the Academy history. And she's like 12 or 13, whatever. Like, is the security a joke on this island? Like, everyone cheats, everyone just does illegal shit, and now a 12-year-old can just make a fake profile to enter the system and a game unauthorized? Like, this is a billion-dollar corporation that made this island, right? There's a shit ton of money and expertise behind this entire thing, this entire school project. And you're telling me a 12-year-old or something just went in there, yeah, I just modded an account, installed a program, no big deal. What the? I mean, have these people invested nothing in any sort of security at all? What the fuck is going on? Anyways, don't think too hard on it, okay? Just consume product, move on. Again, though, I have to say, Shinohara, he's goddamn lucky. No one is seeing him walk in and out of the hotel room alone with a middle school girl late or in the middle of the night. I mean, dude, you gotta be careful here. Like, very bad implications. We do briefly get to know that for some reason, this middle school girl, she got the special star, I guess, of the Academy, like Seijo Academy. So I guess has the ability to copy anything, which I suppose has interesting applications, though that will never be explored. And we never hear anything more of the star again after this one simple comment. So, I guess. I do feel like, it seems that, okay, Miss 100 Faces, she isn't really mean, right? She's not really evil. It's just this middle school girl, and yes, she was dragged into this entire thing, and she's just playing games because she likes playing games. She's not evil herself, etc., etc. And, she's basically just put up to be a innocent victim by the end of the episode, which I guess is fine. She's a likable enough character, so don't need to tear her down, I suppose. Though, since she's so much into games, and, like, loves games with, like, all her heart, like an absolute gamer, right? I feel like she would be the exact person to hate the most that people cheat and exploit the games and do things that are not really part of the game. I mean, I assume that is the exact type of person that would really hate that, right? But what do I know? I got my hopes up for like 2 seconds when we got this new Crossroads game in the middle of the Astral game the last day. I was like, okay, finally, for once in this season, we might have a game with 3 players, some decent rules, where you actually have to use your brain and no one is going to cheat. But very quickly, that disillusion disappeared, and we went back to cheating. Both sides, of course, cheating their absolute asses off, because that's the part of this anime. Everyone cheats, all the time, which makes every game irrelevant, and redundant, and pointless, and boring. But I guess that's how it is. And of course, Shinohara wins the day, as always, in the end, because of course he does. But he does so by cheating, which again feels very hollow and empty. I did make many more notes based on like very small comments and intricacies of the episode that might be incoherent and incongruent with previous statements or logic, but I really don't care enough about this show to dive into that, so moving on. One thing though, is like, okay, so you traced the principal or ex-principal back to his whatever office, and the other students just broke in, and they, restrained him physically? I guess so. They just, tied him up. So I guess it's just totally fine to assault people on this island? I mean, I guess. All's fair game, right? Overall, though, to go away from this episode in specific and talk about the season as a whole, in general, for a short moment, I just feel it is such a waste. Like, you have all these games, you have all these intricacies, you take so much time explaining these games, like the rules and how all things function, how things interact between each other, and how, you have to win the game, and how you have to play to win the game. And then, you immediately afterwards, every single effing time, just start cheating, or exploiting, or otherwise ruining the game. It's like, what is even the point of having these games? You're just gonna cheat anyway. So why even, establish rules? Why even establish how any game works when you're not gonna follow it anyway? It just makes me so sad. It really does. Like, you have this great potential, this great canvas, and you're just plopping shit all over it. The reason I think it's such a waste as well, and the reason why it really makes me depressed to talk about this show right now, is that I think the premise is really cool. Like, yeah, it's like a mix of No Game, No Life, Classroom of the Elite. It can be really, really interesting. And you have this whole psyop-esque theme going with the whole lying concept and scheming concept that this guy's been thrust into a brand new world where he is forced basically to take the position of the strongest on his island. But he isn't, he's weak. At least by many standards. And to be able to survive, he has to use his wit and his situational awareness and many other skills that he may have. And he will be continually pushed to the limit to maintain his lie and continue to be on top and not be exposed and all these things. I mean, that entire storyline could be so cool, so interesting, and can be really deep and intricate. But instead, they went with, nah, we're just gonna cheat so he wins anyway. That is such a absolutely disgustingly stupid way to do things. I mean, even if that is in the source material, even if that is how the source material goes, that's such a... Why? Why do that? I did buy the light novel, by the way, Volume 1 that just came out in English, last week or something. I will see how Volume 1 is in the light novel to see how much it diverges from the anime. But if it is very similar, then I'm going to be very disappointed in the source material as well. Again, having lying, scheming, that entire thing as a core concept of the show can work really, really well. What ruins the show is the continual exploitation, hacking, and just ruination of all the systems you put in place. No system has any gravity, has any weight to it, because we know at any second you can just go on and cheat, and nothing matters anymore. All the things you did to set up how things may work doesn't matter, suddenly. And then we're just back to square one. And again, all of this makes everything, at least to me, feel pointless, makes everything feel lifeless, makes everything just feel absolutely stupid. And there is no tension, no excitement. You can't get impressed seeing how different people use their wits and build strategies to win or outmaneuver others. No, you just see people trying to cheat more than the other person is cheating. And that is the most anticlimactic, boring thing ever. Anyways though, I will not keep ranting on this show so far today. I will let that be in another video. I will make a Season 1 review of this show, hopefully tomorrow. I do realize I am a bit behind on my anime reviews. I had some IRL stuff that I had to take care of this week. But daily videos going to be planned as of now. Season 1 review of Sweet Reincarnation also coming this weekend, hopefully, or Monday. And of course, we're also going to be covering other shows while the season starts ramping down. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this rant of a episode 12 review. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course leave comments down below to tell me your thoughts on the show and on the commentary. And with that being said, we'll see you all next time. So have a good day and enjoy more anime. Maybe a better anime than this one. Bye-bye.